the one that's intimate and up close in our community and family, is really the young people. And of course language is part of that, but also how we transmit stories, or how we transmit culture when everyone is on their cell phones and everyone is on their computers. It's strange. It's like my son works for the railroad in New Mexico, and he was mentoring a young worker who came to work for the railroad, and the young man couldn't believe, he says, you used to have to look up phone numbers in phone books or memorize them. And he couldn't believe that, that we had to do that, or his generation, and he's younger than, as my son. And then he says, we don't go to anyone's houses. We just talk, we just text, and we can play games at a distance. It's shocking, really. And yet it's a different kind of reality. So somehow we have to find a way, a go-between, a way so that that our children don't lose the connection with who they are as human beings in a living world, versus a world that it's created by people, by creators of manipulators. It's created by manipulators of digital and other media, and now AI. We have the usual issues that we've always had, as Native people, and in lands that have been, stolen or corrupted or environmentally disturbed. We're at a crisis, in so many ways, especially environmentally and culturally even. But the young people and the children, that's very concerning, because we are stories. They are our stories. They're the continuance of our stories. And what stories are feeding them? Are they nourishing them, or are they being fed processed stories?
Joy's daughter died from cancer in December. I asked her how she was dealing with grief.
Rainy Dawn Ortiz, beautiful artist. I think of things, I still share with her. I still share things on Facebook. I thought about calling. I know one of the kids has her phone, but I text her. I still text her sometimes and write her notes. One thing I've learned is that it's really a living field that we're in. I started to see that with my first granddaughter, who is 33 now, and working for National Indian Youth Council, Krista Chico. But I started, and is that it's really a living field, and they're still here. There's still a presence. Even my daughter, she's gone on, because as we know, some people don't want, you get too attached, but it's a living field, and it's a timeless field. And that helps with the grieving. It makes me realize how the ghost dance came about, too, because, they're here, and sometimes we touch in and see or feel, or we know them. They help. If you ask for it, they help us. Although there were ones that didn't. Don't. That's why I always say, don't call in all your ancestors, because some of them were not helpful when they were here, and they're not going to be helpful. We come here to learn, and we learn by the way that we hard-headed humans often learn is by challenge and suffering. We grow muscle. That's how we grow our spiritual muscle. But man, some of the tests. What helped me one time is somebody said, and I don't remember who it was an elder, Native, who said that those who can do it or have the Creator trusts or loves will be most tested. If they know you can pass it, if they know that you have it in you to go to those levels, you will be tested. And I thought, wow, Native peoples, we're tremendously loved. The Creator loves us because we have been tested at times beyond what we could carry.